I'm back. I hope you guys are ready because I'm so excited. I have so much stuff to share with you, and yeah, let's get into it. Welcome back to the pack. And if you're new here, my name's Jody, also known as the Worsted Wolf, and we are doing a knitting abroad and how to pack for carry-on. Um, I have packed for carry-on before, but never for an international flight. So I was really kind of stressed because I know other countries and things like that have their own rules and things that they accept. So I really did a lot of research and was making sure that I had everything that I needed and I wasn't going to have any trouble traveling, especially because I was um, a solo female traveler. I wanted to go as smoothly as possible. It was my first time ever flying internationally by myself, so I was so stressed. Like I wanted to throw up. Like I'm not a brave girl. I'm a bit of a wimp, bit of a puss. Like I was really nervous. So, nonetheless, let's get into if you're a knitter and you want to take your knitting with you. This is what I did, and it worked. It worked really well. So in my backpack, I had a project bag. I chose this one with the clear front for a couple of reasons. Two, you're being really open and transparent of like, this is what I have in here. I have nothing to hide, even though knitting is something you shouldn't have to worry about hiding anyway, but still nice and transparent. If you want to look in here, you can. So obviously I had my yarn that I was going to take. I have my little mini, well, I call it a mini, but it's going to be a contrast color, and my main skein. I had a little protector on here just in case any drink sips or spills when the little, what do they call it? Confessions? What do they call that when the airplane people bring the drinks and stuff around? But anyway, when you get your little free drink and snack and dinner service and all that, if this was out, I want to make sure that I'm keeping my stuff clean. I had my project already costed on. I actually didn't do any knitting on the trip out here. I'll let you know in an update if I do knitting on the way back. It was just so stressed and tired that I didn't feel like knitting, which is crazy, but here we are. But I had my project cost on. These are little 9-inch circulars, so the tips are very short. I know that some airline services in certain countries they don't want a tip over a certain amount of inches. This is tiny and it's not super sharp. I know it's metal. If you're really worried, you could do wood as well. But I was like, I don't really like knitting on the wooden needles. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna, bring my little ChiaoGoos. So I did put little needle protector toppers on them just for safety. Like we're prepared here. So that is like my main bit of my knitting, right? Then it's coming down to notions. I always like to bring a little like scrap yarn, little hank if I need something. It weighs nothing, it's convenient. I have a little crochet hook just for picking up drop stitches, plastic. It's not gonna do no damage. I had dental floss for lifelines just for this design that I'm doing. You can carry it, so I had it. A row counter if you wanted. If not, I know in my project bag I kept my little notebook, like sketching, like I like to sketch. So I had a small sketching notebook and a pen anyway. So if you don't want a row counter, you could also do one of these. I chose to do a manual one that clicks and it doesn't have a battery or anything in it. Not that the ones that are electronic would be a problem, but I was not taking any chances. So, um, you know, manual. This one has a lock on it, so if you want to lock it and not lose your count, there you go. So I have a lock. I have one large plastic needle for weaving in ends and things like that. If I even got that far, which clearly I didn't. My Notions tin. So this is a little Notions tin, and this is like a Crazy Sock Lady one I had when I bought some stuff off of her. I have a very small little metal needle in here. Same thing, it's like, you know, under a certain amount of inches. A hair tie, because this hair can be annoying sometimes. It can get in the way. So, as I'm rubbing it all over the mic, and it's probably sounding like a mess. I have some pearl cords on here because I am doing something, like I said, that has a lifeline in it. I wasn't sure if I was going to do dental floss or putting in these bobber cord, pearl strings, whatever you want to call them. And then I just have some little light bulb stitch markers. They're small, plastic, no biggie, you know? So that all fit into my little Notion thing. And now we get to the one bit that like people kind of debate about. So scissors or snips. I don't play, and I don't even take the little baby snips that fold down or those small scissors, because I know when I was on my like layover flight, I had a stop in South Korea, and you go through like another little TSA machine, you know, like a check-in customs TSA machine to get into your gates to go to your next destination. Their sign was like no scissors, like you cannot have them. So I didn't play, but you can have nail clippers, and I just have a little pair of nail clippers if I needed to break my yarn or anything like that. I have them, and it's one of those things that you can have, and they're just handy to have anyway. So that was all in the contents of my bag. Other things that I did, I actually didn't end up having to use. I had a very small little canvas tote bag in my backpack so that I could put everything that I would want for the flight under my seat, and I could put my carry-on, like my backpack, above on the stowed storage. But everything went really well. I had no issues, no problems. The only thing that I got like checked when I was going through stateside on my first trip through TSA, I got stopped for like a phone, like a little tripod, little plastic holder thing. It's not even electronic like my DJI one, but it's like a little plastic phone holder clip thing. And they were just like, what is that? And I told them what it was. And they're like, oh, that's cool. That's neat. Makes sense. Put it back in my backpack, and I was away. So yeah, I haven't really used my knitting, like I said, flying out, but I will definitely add a little update after this if I knit going back home. Now that I'm more comfortable, I've gone through the process, and I know that everything's gonna be okay, and I'm not gonna be in trouble, because I don't know, if you're a little worrywart like me, you just get stressed out about stuff, especially when you have to travel really far alone. So that's my little packing for knitting on your flight. If this helps you, I am so happy that it's going to help you, because I was stressed as we'll get out to get ready for this flight. And if you have any other tips that would have made this even better, or your own experiences, please share them below. Like, I want to know how you guys are doing this, because if I travel more, which I think I will have more trips in the future coming up, I want to be prepared, and I want to have smooth sailing. So yeah, as always, happy knitting. It is, like I said, it's vacation time for me, so I'm in my swimsuit and all that good stuff, so I'm gonna go to the pool. All right, bye guys.